Howdy doody, ladies and gents. It's Sunday, October 21st, 2012, and it is Day 9 Daily number 517. Today marks a historic moment. Kind of, you know, it's almost a historic moment. Tomorrow is the 3-year anniversary of the Day 9 Daily. Today is the 3 years anniversary eve. I hope that counts as a notable event, because Christmas Eve's a thing and New Year's Eve's a thing, so Day 9 Daily 3rd year anniversary's Eve should be a thing. Sound right? Sound reasonable? I think it sounds reasonable. All sorts of cool stuff happening this week. I'm going to be doing all the daily things. In addition to this, the Firefall Fest begins tomorrow. Really excited because Will Wheaton and Felicia Day are, I'm pretty sure, kicking it off tomorrow. No, I think they're in the second session, the 3 to 6. I don't remember. They're definitely doing the Firefall Fest, so I'm totally going to be like, ping them on Twitter. Oh my god, you're there. And I'll be doing it Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Hopefully doing a couple of Firefall battlings. Excited again to be part of it because Firefall reminds me of one of my favorite games of all time. Let's actually do this exercise. Let's do this exercise, okay? Top 5 games of all time. StarCraft is not allowed to be up there, because otherwise I may as well ask for my top 3 games of all time. Okay, here we go. Top 5 games of all time that are not StarCraft. Beatmania 2DX. This is in no particular order. Beatmania 2DX. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Fallout 1 and 2. Yes, they count as the same game. I don't care. That counts as one game. Banjo-Kazooie. And the game that Firefall reminds me of so much, Earth Defense Force 2017. May not have heard of Earth Defense Force, or as it's affectionately known as EDF 2017. That game is so fucking fun, I can't believe it. Just millions of things exploding and everything. Terrible voice acting in the game. There's actually only 4 voice actors, and they use the same voice actors to continually die. So you'll hear this girl be like, oh no, they're invading the building! Ah! And then the next episode, they just use her again. She's just there and it's fine. It's such a wonderful thing. So yeah, I'll be doing that on Wednesday. Oh yes, of course, the Fright Week begins, where I'll be playing Slenderman and Justine, the sequel to, or the expansion to Amnesia. I'm taking this off not for any particular emphasis, but because I'm hot. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. It's all over at day9.tv. I just thought I'd let you know. And today we're going to be doing a ladder session on Heart of the Swarm. And I feel like it's a particularly interesting session that we'll be doing today because it requires a little bit of history of what I've been up to in the week. Very, 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 very little laddering. I played some on Friday, and my brain just wasn't with it, right? Like, it was just not... I don't know why my sleeves always curl up like this, but literally, if you ever watch the Daily Live, the chat's like, the sleeves, like freaking out. And then sometimes, just every now and again, if I'm feeling spiteful, I do this. Oh my god, he's such a douchebag. This is like bringing your date over to a party at your ex's house, where you're just like, oh, I didn't realize something was wrong. I mean, we're not together anymore. I just figured it wouldn't be spiteful at all. I'm just kidding. What were we talking about? My brain's a little frazzled today. Brain's just off. My brain sometimes shuts down in the weekend. We don't worry about it too much. But yeah, I played some games on Friday, and I kind of had an interesting experience where I just thought, oh my god, I finally get the chance to play some ladder games. Like a lot of people think, hard week, Friday night, go out and party. I'm like, ladder. I'm going to stay up and watch the GSL finals, which were great, by the way. And I sat down and I just hit the Find Match button, and I took exactly 0 seconds to consider what it is that I wanted to do. And that lack of planning hurt really badly, because I went into autopilot and found out that Energize doesn't exist anymore. So all my fancy Energize the Sentry defenses went poorly. Then I played some other games where, again, I didn't quite have my plan in. Even my Protoss vs. Zerg build, which is the 4-gate opening into the various forms of Zealot Archoning, even that, like, it just didn't... I was missing essential critical components to it. So I kind of wanted to... So other than that, I haven't played. So we're going to hop in. I'm going to try to make sure that I have at least some plan. I'm going to make myself do that. Also, if you haven't played the Walking Dead games, do that. I know everyone's all pumped up about the TV show. I am too. I'll be watching it once I finish the daily, thanks to the DVR technologies of my household. Assuming my roommates are not doing something else, like recording Mythbusters, which is great, but that's all on Netflix. I don't care. But you should totally play the game. They're amazing. Let's go ahead and do ourselves a ladder session. Cool. Let's hopefully try to play some Grandmaster again. Should pan out well. Let's see here. In Protoss vs. Protoss, I can no longer rely on the Mothership Core for my cute defense when I am against a 4-gate. My cute defense used to be 1 sentry, 1 Mothership. Force field my ramp twice, energize the sentry, and then force field the ramp 4 more times. Could easily hold that off. Can't do that now. I can't. So that's a little bit difficult. Let's actually just see what the matchup is. Okay, we're against Grim Reaper. I feel like I've played against him before. But alright, this is cool. So I am going to try to go Zealot Sentry, Zealot Sentry, instead of Zealot Sentry, Zealot, and then get a Mothership Core. I'm actually going to skip the Mothership Core entirely at the start of the game, because I can literally foresee no purpose for it. Maybe when I'm going to get up my expansion that makes sense, because I can Purify Defend my expansion, but other than that, I don't really see a big use for it. Mothership Core is quite bad now, to be honest. I'm not going to need recall in this matchup either, so... I'm not going to be playing too fast, even though that tends to wake my brain up. This is the first game that I have played today. So I'm going to make myself try to play it like a 5 out of 10. I'm honestly kind of expecting to lose this game. Not in terms of like a, oh, I'm bad, I'm gonna be pessimistic, which totally happens to me some days. But more in a, like, my goal is not like, oh my god, win. Oops, really, the wrong one. My goal is just gonna be to kind of get my hands in the motion, say hello to my familiar love, StarCraft 2. So let me make sure I'm not doing dumb things, like, okay, I need to make sure I'm remembering my screen hotkeys. Here's F3, F2, F3, here's my F2, F3, F4, and this is F5. Good. Alright, cool. I will not be scouting. There's no need for me to scout. It will not change my build. If he proxy gates me, I'll also be fine in that circumstance. The fact is, I just do want the extra money. I'll be able to get my Stargate up a little earlier since I am skipping my Mothership Core. So let's see, 5, 4, and there's my F2. Great. Pretty sure I have a Chrono Boost coming up.
You have not enough minerals.
Alright, I've clicked around a bit. I'm going to try to start increasing my hand speed a little bit, just because my hands are feeling a little cold. Yeah, right, even though I just took my sweater off. So I'm going to start doing some needless spamming here. I'm going to be looking at my mini-map, trying to move my mouse hand a good bit as well. I'm a little concerned about my placement of this pylon, because it's not covering my Happy Time gateway. I generally shouldn't be placing that second one there, I'd imagine. And, oh yeah, and I will do another Chrono Boost there.
You have not enough minerals.
I am the ruler of the Lobber crew. Cool face. Alright, I missed a probe, I think, because I was being jovial. Alright. Oops, I hit. Oh, whoopsie daisies. Whoa! My brain! My brain! Did you see that? Anyone else see me research air weapons? Level 1? Oh, that was pretty slick.
We stand as...
Yeah, because normally it's EG, Evil Geniuses. That's what you do every single time you finish your cybernetics core. And instead... oh, that's funny.
You must construct additional pylons.
I hit G there. Oops, no, I want that to be a sentry. There we go.
You have not enough minerals.
Alright. After I build that first guy, I will then be building a robotics facility. So I'll send him out right now. I was hoping to catch it up on the top side, but failed.
Teleport successful. You require more Vespine gas.
So I don't really see the threat of the 4-gate quite yet.
Research complete.
Whoops. No! Normally I'd nail that force field and feel like a total badass. Not that particular time. This is what I mean about, like, I'm kind of expecting to lose this game. My hands don't really feel super in it.
You must construct additional pylons.
Yeah, see, missing the pylons, but no big deal. I'm just trying to get my hands comfortable again.
The skies. Teleport successful.
So I'm debating a little bit
Construct additional
between, oh man, I'm missing form a lot. Alright. Alright. Expand!
Time for
Expand! I should have gone Zealot, Sentry, Sentry, Zealot, but I literally just forgot. So, it happens. So this is what I want the mothership.
I am Where do our enemies?
God, it used to be so cool when you can energize. That was such an awesome ability.
Zero effect. Teleport successful. You have not enough minerals.
I'm not that strung out about him making a upcoming big attack. I shouldn't be. I mean, I shouldn't have also lost a sentry. That's another big thing. But he just started his Stargate production, so if he keeps producing it, then he really shouldn't really have that many resources left over to spend.
I am the sky.
So I should be in good shape.
We are the blade.
I said it too early, but that's fine. Whatever. Alright. You know, this was another error. I didn't actually check to see if/when he expanded, so I'm gonna click on one of these minerals. Alright, he's at about the same pace that I am. Alright, since he hasn't taken his gas geysers yet. Hey.
Teleport successful. You require more Vespine gas.
I have all the gas you can ever want.
Time. Just. Orange. Where do...
Huh. I'm unsure of what to make of this. No, you know, I was tempted to.
Warp field. Teleport successful.
This is kind of a weird position, because you saw how many stalkers he had, right? Oops. See, he's way behind on gas, so there's no way he can that kind of production.
Where? You must construct additional pylons.
Holy, thought I made those. Cluster up! Cluster 'em up! Yeah, God, he has a lot of those things.
Iron.
Oops, oops, oops. Brain fart.
They've broken through.
Oh, this is great news for me. Like, sincerely, it is.
The skies await. Where do Anan? The skies.
I have, like, literally one right there. As long as I make sure I have enough gas.
Command. Time for battle.
There's, like, no way he can do anything about me taking the expansion there. Now, the one thing that's a little bit disappointing is that my money is just so high.
I am ever to strike. On the way to justice.
Alright, so...
Zero back. You have not enough minerals. You require more Vespine gas.
See, like, my logic's fine this game. I'm not, like, watching too much stuff. It's just, like, my basic mechanical stuff that's kind of going awry.
You have not enough minerals. Research complete. Time for battle.
That actually works out really nicely.
Not enough energy.
I have exactly 16, or does that say 19? Oh, dude, I'm dumb. And that says 18. Wow, I thought it said exactly not that. I'm gonna make some immortals right now. It'll conserve a little bit of gas, and he has a lot of those things. I don't really think I need more than 3 Colossus, since he's not building any Colossus.
Warfield on.
I should. Ooh, this is a big blunder. I should have done this way freaking earlier.
I return to I will comply.
Yeah! Actually, since I basically won this game, totally want to tell you about not Amnesia. Walking Dead. Oh, that game is awesome. They do this really smart thing where, like, in games, you, Actually, suddenly I have a fear that I didn't move my camera over. Oh, I did. Okay, okay. Moving back, moving back. Yep, there's his Archons, so this is why I'm kind of de-emphasizing the end.
You must construct additional pylons. Upgrade complete. Highlight for hire. Highlight for hire. The purging is complete.
This is a good angle for me.
Base is under attack.
I'm literally trying to lift up everything that I can. Just so that way these guys can kill off the Archons, and then these will drop. Yeah. Alright. Now about The Walking Dead. So all games have some type of feedback, right? Where like you press the click button and the game goes like and the gun's like shows. Is the game sound off? Oh my god. Was it at 100%? I had the sound at 100%. where ordinarily the sound is at 18%. Whoops. That's awesome. That was awesome. That's so funny. What were we talking about? Okay, so all games have a type of feedback, right? With, like, if I have a gun and I click the fire gun button, it goes like, and you're like, oh my god, that feels awesome. I just do a little click and there's the explosion of the gun, the thud of the noise in your ear, the flash of light, the recoil. Like, there's a whole bunch of visual things that happen. It's feedback, visual, audio, and then, of course, like, mechanically what happens in the game. But, dialogue has always had a problem with feedback. Like, you'll be in a game and you'll go up to someone and it'll be like, do you want to, I don't know, someone will just have this option and be like, do you want to help my brother Jonas or my sister Molly? And you pick one, and 2 hours later in the game, Molly's like, well, you didn't help me back there on the farm, so I'm sorry, but you don't get my help now. And you're like, Molly, oh! Like, that's the thing that sucks about a lot of older style dialogue system in games. There was just no sense of feedback that happened. But Walking Dead is amazing at it. Because, you know, it'll be something like, hey, do you want to help Molly or Jonas? And you'll be like, I want to help Jonas. And instantly it says in the top left corner, Molly will remember that you didn't help her. It doesn't matter that within the game nothing immediately has happened, but it just tells you right there at the top that you've done that. So you get a real sense of immediacy with all the dialogue decisions you make, which again feels amazing. I really, really, really can't emphasize Walking Dead enough. It's such a great game. I'm going to watch that game. I don't know if you heard because it was at 100%, but my goal was to try to get my hands into it, right? Just try to get my hands in the motion of doing the playing. Just to sort of make sure things are feeling, just to get me in a reasonable state of mind. Removing the sound. So I want normally I go Zealot Sentry Zealot with a Mothership Core, but this game I went Zealot Sentry Sentry because I'm not building the Mothership Core. There's absolutely zero reason why I should get an early Mothership Core in my eyes. I mean, it's not going to help me against a 4-gate. Is the flat, honest to God reason. It just doesn't do anything. With the exception of maybe killing off that front leading probe, but I just don't. I don't actually think that there's any reason you should get a Mothership Core early in this matchup. I mean, what is it? Where's the? Is it in the tech tree? Protoss units? Where's my Mothership Core? Yeah, there's my mama ship. Wow. I'm always impressed when this sort of stuff is here. Mobile Flying Caster can use Purify and Mass Recall, can upgrade into the Mothership. And of course they removed the Energize upgrade, but they also removed it here. If I were a game designer, I would completely forget to do that. I don't see any reason why you should be getting it. I mean, there's no reason to recall in this matchup early on. There's also no reason to purify the Nexus early on, so it seems to line up with an expansion is when I should be getting it. So I built that. I flubbed a couple times. Yeah, here I should really go Zealot. That'll help time it out for me. I mean, I built this now and then built the gateway, but this gateway is going to finish early anyways, so... So, you know... And also, I could sneak out my robotics facility right now as well. Or could have snuck it out a smidge earlier and then chrono boosted out that dude if I was really feeling under pressure. But I really do need the 2 Zealots to be able to repel his Zealot Stalker pressure. And then I just fly right on by. Oh, he did that, did he now? Oh, he did this, did he now? See, this is one of the biggest mistakes I consistently keep making. The first thing I should do is check the expansion. Yeah, but I don't. A boo. A boo 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 boo. So whatever. So what the hell ever. And he goes, oh, so great. And this feels like a good timing. What's Purify energy at nowadays? That changes every 20 seconds. So Purify is 100. So if I build a Mothership Core, what kinds of attacks am I normally worried against? It's 20 damage. And I'm pretty sure it's range 10 or 13 or something like that. So let's see. If it's 50 energy, then 50 energy is how much energy 50 energy is 100 seconds, so that's almost 2 minutes. So right now, if I got it out at the 8-minute mark, I can use Purify to hold off attacks. Then, let's see, I have another 70 seconds, so... Okay, so I want my Mothership Core to pop out at about the time when I start the Nexus. Because when the Nexus finishes, then I'll have enough energy to purify it. So that makes sense. I think this is reasonable. But other than that, I'm not really that worried about the analysis of that game. I don't know if you do this. I do this a lot, where like, if I'm going to do a ladder session, first game, total just throwaway game. Not that stressed about it, but some useful things came out of it. I'm especially pleased with the Mothership Core timing, which is really tilting me hard because, I'll be honest, I have had all my builds built around the Mothership Core and it keeps changing. It's okay. Because I'm smart. But the rest of that game, I just want to make sure that my logic was fine. I saw him do his Stargate late and totally lost my Phoenix like a dunce. So if he is in one of two situations. He either has to spend a lot of resources on Phoenix, in which case I get way ahead in the Phoenix count. There's my thing. There's my Phoenixes. So I'm either going to get way the hell ahead in the Phoenix count, or he's not going to get that many Phoenixes, and he's going to go for an upgrade, which means he doesn't have that many Stalkers. Or in other words, I don't need to do all these conditionals. He can't both get Stalkers and Blink and Phoenixes and have a lot of Phoenix and Stalker. He just can't. So if I just keep making Phoenix, he's pinned. He has to keep making Phoenix to stay toe-to-toe with me, which means with every Phoenix more I make, there's less of a threat of the Stalkers. And if he stops building Phoenixes, then I bust in with my Phoenixes, and then he has to stay back with his Stalkers. So I actually am doing this because I hit the front of his base with this, like right here, because there's just zero possibility of him having Blink if he goes for that Stargate and has that many Stalkers. So I'm just trying to see, are you still making Stalkers? And he was. So I was like, oh, well, great. Because if he's still making Stalkers, then I probably don't need a second Stargate either. I can probably go straight into my robotics facility tech, and I actually probably should expand right here as well. That's actually probably the big blunder. The game is not expanding right now. I should be going robo facility, forge, expand, gate. Should I make any immortals? Yeah, anytime he tries to mess with my Phoenixes, I have more Phoenixes, roar. Yeah, I really got to expand next time someone's actually trying to catch up with me in the Phoenix count. It's just such an unusual situation. No one really goes 3-gate Stalker expand, so I kind of went into autopilot here, but never again. Never again. And also, since he's going, if he's going Phoenix, if he's opening Phoenix and he's unable to stay toe-to-toe with me, he must necessarily transition into Blink, which means necessarily his next best transition is to go for Charge and Archon. So that's one of the reasons why I did not build a robotics facility and try to really double down on Colossus. I really need my Zealot count to stay reasonably close to his. See, there's my robo, and I was like, ah, brain fart. So yeah, everything kind of went as expected. My food is behind, and I credit my just generally lazy mechanics, I describe it. Yeah, and then he just sort of went down the Zealot, Archoning all in, and that's it. I'm gonna go take a break, and we come back, let's ladder more! Yeah! And I'll try to speed it up in my future games. Try to actually focus on my more rigid mechanics and try to actually be practicing as opposed to be warming up, which we did in game 1. Yeah! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do!